That was alright. That's better. I need to nail that down. I always, like every once in a while I get it the first try in the video. But we'll get there. We'll get there. So, today I want to talk to you a little bit about why it's important for you to become good at socializing. Now, I just want to start off by saying that some people will have every reason in the book why they won't be, and whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. So you'll keep following the story that you tell yourself, unless you want to grow, right? And that's why we're here. So moving on from that, right? The reason that it's important to get out of your comfort zone. Let's say that you say you're always really shy or introverted. You can actually become very confident as that person too, right? I mean, that's basically where I came from before, right? Like I was very shy and more introverted leaning, and I just put myself in uncomfortable situations that allowed me to grow socially, right? Like just meeting new people, going to events and conferences and dates, and just approaching people when I was in public sometimes, right? Like just because they seemed interesting, like all sorts of things. And so I'm saying all this to say that the reason this is so important is because it's massively going to help your life. Why? Well, I just mentioned a lot of reasons there, like different scenarios. I mean, if you can become like a social person or a connector with others, like they realize that you're like them. They're a human too, right? Like we're not aliens, It's like you can find a common thread and show love to another person, even if it's in a small way, just saying hi, how's your day, acknowledging them, right? That's a small version, but sometimes you can strike up an interesting conversation with a stranger, right? And that might not lead to anything, and you might never see them again, or it might lead to something cool, like maybe something comes up in the conversation and it leads to a fun, like a fun lunch, like maybe you're both out already and you end up eating lunch together, or maybe you find out that they run some kind of company and they invite you, to talk about their company, or maybe even for an interview, right? Or to partner with them in a business, right? Or they know somebody who does exactly what you do, or works on something similar, and they have good connections there, so they can connect you to someone else, right? Or there's all sorts of ways that this could go. I mean, like, could be that you meet someone cool and it turns into a date, right? Whether it's a date on the spot, that's happened before, or a date later in the week or soon. And maybe like you talk to someone and they have like a really cute, cute relative that they can introduce you to, or friend that they can introduce you to, and now you've got a date because of that, right? Like there's so many ways that this could go, and that's the reason it's so important for you to not hole up and focus on yourself, right? Like one thing to just go over again and again is so many people who say like the focus on yourself king or focus on yourself stuff, they become socially inept and they isolate themselves and they avoid social situations. So they're like, no, I'm too busy. I'm working on myself, the gym and meditating and this and that. And all those things are good, but they're called social skills. And if you put them off, there's so many examples of guys who put socializing off because they're building their business and they're a CEO and okay, cool. And they're really buff and they're really rich now. And then they're really bad at socializing or really bad with women, and it shows. And sometimes it shows in a train wreck, right? Like they get with the wrong crowd, they get with the wrong girl, and it just kind of like messes up their life a little bit. And there's different levels to that, obviously, and I'm not going to go into that too much in this video, but this is exactly why it's so important to become good at socializing, right? You can figure out who is a good fit for you, who's not, and also connect good people together, level up with each other, and it's going to add so much value to your life because we're meant to socialize. Biologically, we have this internal need to socialize with others, right? With a sense of community, family, friends, or through something else, some other kind of community, right? Or building relationships, eventually leading to a family. Do not neglect your social life. That's the whole point of this video. And now you can probably see why, because it will lead to great opportunities in all areas. Friendships, finances, careers, dating, anything, fitness, anything you can think of. So I'm asking you, not for me, I want you to do it for you. Don't neglect your social life. I challenge you, it's a friendly challenge, to at least once a week be more social. And you can take that for what you will. Hopefully it's like a new person, right? Like you're getting out of your comfort zone. Maybe a date. Maybe you approach someone who seems interesting, right? Maybe you go to a new place where maybe you might meet like a really high quality type of person running businesses or something like that. Just start thinking up different ways you can go on a little social adventure each week. All right? You got this.